Guys, today I'm speaking with Sean Michael Andrews. He's coming here to the Hypnosis Center to teach for the very last time. He was here some times before, and every student who joined the course was really pleased with this way of teaching, with everything they learned from Sean Michael Andrews. But now he's leaving back to the United States, so it will be the last time that he is here in Europe, the last time that he's here in Belgium to teach hypnosis. He's here for 4 days, and I'm going to have a chat with Sean about what your guys are going to learn here in the course in Aarschot, Belgium. So, Sean, very good day. How are you?
Doing great. How are you doing, Rob?
Hey, yeah, I'm fine, thank you. So, you're teaching here for the very last time in Europe, and we have the honor to host you here in Belgium, in Aarschot. You're moving back to the United States after, I think, a very good time that you spent in Heidelberg in Germany.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're looking forward also to go back to the United States, to be closer to the family and so.
Exactly. That's why we're moving back.
So, you're going to teach here in Aarschot a 4-day course.
Yes.
And day one you will start with something new, something you had never taught here in Aarschot before. And day one is the name of that day is the Confident Hypnotist and much more. Can you say something about what you're going to be teaching?
Yes, it's funny. It took me a while to come up with this. One of the things I've noticed in teaching around the world is there's a problem that a lot of hypnotists have, and it seems kind of counterintuitive, but this is what I found, and that is that many hypnotists suffer from a lack of confidence. When they get a client in their office, or when they're doing a stage show, or when they're doing a demonstration, they are not absolutely confident that they're going to put these people into hypnosis, which seems crazy. You know, you wouldn't want a doctor that wasn't sure if he could cure people, or a lawyer who wasn't sure if he could argue a case, but you have a lot of hypnotists out there who lack confidence in their ability to hypnotize. And so I've given this in a couple of places, and it's been very popular. And what it involves is we take several inductions that are sort of our workhorse inductions, and then we break them apart, and then we do them over and over again. The students have the feedback from the students has been that they really appreciated the practice in the class. And we've also developed a couple of ways to keep them moving so that everybody's hypnotizing everybody, and you get a lot more variety, and it really increases your confidence. So that's the main idea of the first day, the confident hypnotist.
Confident hypnotist, yeah.
Of course, the other thing, I forgot there's one other thing, and that is I'm teaching sneaky stuff too, as in how do you tell the people that are going to be the easiest to hypnotize? Because as you know, Rob, once you get the first one in, then the others just fall like dominoes. So I'm teaching the sneaky stuff too. And I think probably what we ought to do is we'll offer a copy of my book that I wrote last year on how to pick the best volunteers. So everybody who comes to the classes will get that.
Okay, so an extra book that they are getting, so very nice. Okay, so and then day two, a course that I did with you, I think 2 years ago. It was very interesting. Day two is pain topics. So you're talking about all kinds of sort of therapies, inductions, and scripts you can use for curing pain.
Yes, this is some of the best work that a hypnotherapist can do. Pain, I think Ron Esslinger said it, pain is just soul stealing. When people are in pain, it affects every aspect of their lives, and hypnosis is really fantastic for managing pain, oftentimes getting rid of it completely. So we're going to teach how to work with all sorts of pain. We'll teach acute pain, how to do emergency hypnosis to take away pain if someone's been in an accident. We're going to be talking about how to deal with chronic pain, everything from brain headaches. I've got a couple of techniques for little tiny headaches, the little ones. I learned in Brazil. I learned a headache technique just last year, and so I'll be teaching that one for the first time. Going to teach glove anesthesia. Going to teach pain management for children. We're going to show and practice the hypnotic coma, and this is, as you know, a way to take away all pain, had complete anesthesia, and people have actually had operations when they were in the hypnotic coma, otherwise known as the Esdale state. So we're going to teach that as well. Any kind of pain that you can imagine, hypnosis can help. You can get analgesia, and you can even get anesthesia, and we're going to show techniques for doing that.
Okay, nice. I remember from that day that the emergency hypnosis is very, very interesting. I was lucky I never had to use it, but now when something occur, I know what to do. So that's. But I was lucky never had to use it. So
I hope you never have to use it too.
something very special for our hypnosis center, because as you know, we don't use often regression here, but I have a lot of students who are asking for a good training about regression. So that's why I asked you to do a day especially about regression. So maybe you can tell something about day 3, the age regression and hypnotherapy.
Certainly. Dave Ellman called age regression the crown jewel of hypnosis, and it is the best way to work with the most serious problems. Now, I don't believe regression is the answer for everything, but for many, many serious problems, including things like phobias, actually some pain issues are best treated with hypnotic regression, age regression. And you know what I was just remembering? You remember the age regression that we did the last time I was in Arshot? The one for the finding the keys?
Yes, with Jonas.
Yes.
A very funny session.
That was so funny because he was supposed to have his office painted, and he could not find his keys. And so we just did an impromptu age regression during the class, and by golly, I've still got the picture of his keys.
That's right.
So yeah, I mean, regression is not just for problems of the mind. It's also for things like when you've lost an object, and you can hypnotically regress somebody back, and they can remember where that object is, and so that's kind of a cool technique. In fact, I found that I did not know this until I became a hypnotist, but apparently a lot of ladies, when they go on vacation, hide their jewelry. Yeah, and that
I have tomorrow. I have the same thing. She called me in panic. She was swimming on holiday, and she had a kind of reaction with her wedding ring and the water. So she hid her wedding ring in the room, and she thought it was in a little purse. And when she came home, it was not in the purse anymore. So now she thinks she left it in the hotel room on the bed or something. Uh-huh. The hotel they can't find anything. So now she wants a regression to see what she ever did with the wedding ring and some other jewels. So excellent. Yeah, it's a very common thing.
So we'll show different types of regression, different techniques. There are several techniques to get at things that have been forgotten, and so we'll show several techniques to get the age regression going. And you know what? I've developed something just in the past month, another theory on hypnotic regression, and we're going to discuss that when I get to Belgium. And I think you're gonna like this. It's gonna help the regressions go a lot better.
Okay, nice to hear. So that's about regression. Then day 4 is also a very interesting day. You also did it last year here, I think. It was the NLP and body language for hypnotists.
Yes. Now, I found that neurolinguistic programming, in particular the rapport building skills, are very important to a hypnotist. if you learn, when you learn the rapport building skills, you automatically become a more effective hypnotist. You're automatically going to hypnotize more people than somebody who does not know these rapport building skills. And so I'm going to teach hypnotists how to get their clients to know, like, and trust them, and therefore make them comfortable and make them go into hypnosis quicker and deeper. So that's one portion of it. The other part is that, I guess you know, I've studied with both of the co-founders of NLP. I've studied with both Richard Bandler and John Grinder. And so I know quite a few NLP techniques. I am a master practitioner of NLP. And many of the techniques that I got from NLP are outstanding shortcuts for doing hypnotherapy. One of the things, every hypnotist has trouble with this, with getting forgiveness, right? You know, someone has had something horrible happen to them earlier in their life, and they cannot find it in their heart to forgive the people that have harmed them. And one NLP technique that I've learned over the years is it's almost 100%. You can almost 100% effective at getting people to forgive people who have harmed them, and it's quicker. A lot of people will use something called the Fritz Perls empty chair technique and go back and forth and talk with the person, and that can take so long. This technique is fast and it's extremely effective. I don't really remember ever having this technique not work. So that's one. And also there are many NLP techniques that can really speed up therapy. One technique that's used for phobias is actually outstanding for taking the sting of emotions out of a traumatic event. So these techniques are super cool, and they're fast, and they work really well. I did the anchoring technique that's outstanding for getting people to exercise, because when you work with people for weight loss, you want to get them to make the right food choices and control their portions and drink plenty of water and exercise. But getting them to exercise is always the hard part. And so one of the NLP techniques that we'll be showing in the class and practicing in the class is actually very good at getting people to exercise. So yeah, so that will be a fun day too. Oh, and the body language. Well, once again, this is something that hypnotists can use to get people hypnotized quicker and deeper, but also in presentation skills. A lot of these body language skills will make you a better presenter. And as you know, if you want to go out and get business, it really makes sense to go out and give talks in front of groups. And if you use the active body language to present yourself in the proper light, but then also the passive body language to read your audience to see who's good and who's paying attention. If they're not paying attention, who you need to concentrate to make them pay attention. We'll probably even teach the boardroom and the presentation room geography module too, so they know who they need to work on and who they've already the people where they've got them already, and then they can concentrate on the people that they haven't gotten yet. So yeah, we'll be doing that as well.
Okay, sounds nice. So it's 4 days. People can decide if they take 2, 3, or 4 days. Mm-hmm. But the guys who are signing up for the 4 days, you have something special. You offer something special?
Yes. In addition to the book on how to choose volunteers, they'll each get 3 DVDs. And they'll be getting Deepening the Trance, which is 15 ways. It's over an hour DVD. 15 ways to get people deeper into trance. As we know, if you want to do age regressions, you really need to get deep trance. So they get that. Then they also get the Inducing the Trance, another hour-long DVD, and this is 15 different inductions. All sorts of inductions, shock inductions, confusion inductions, progressive muscle relaxation inductions, and hybrid inductions. So they get that. And then finally, I have a DVD that most people don't have. This one is kind of a rare one, and that is how to make money by giving presentations at ladies' gyms.
Yeah.
So they'll get those 3 DVDs. Actually, if they want, they can get the digital downloads. That's a lot easier.
Yeah, it's modern now.
Yeah, my computer doesn't have a DVD player in it anymore.
No, yeah, that's something that a lot of people are doing these days. That's right. Okay, so I'm really looking forward to having you again here in Belgium. I'm be sure it's going to be 4 great days.
I've always enjoyed myself in our shots, so it's going to be cool.